What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. As you can tell, we got a little bit of a new setting, something that Michael and I have been working on for a little while.
What do you guys think? It took us a little bit, going back to IKEA a few times.
IKEA. It killed me that we had to go to IKEA.
I know, it was our last resort, but we got these chairs. We
prices,
fixed
guys.
it up.
You can't blame us. And nice quality stuff. Let us know if you like this. We're still designing the background. We want to put like maybe shells. I don't know.
Jerseys. Let us know. Give us some ideas.
Because we have a lot of stuff that you guys have given us, so maybe we'll hang it up here. But anyway, you were here for a Serie A recap, and that's what we're about to jump into. And I want to jump to a game that you were probably seriously disappointed in, and I was too. Milan, 0-0 tie at home against Torino, against their former Mihalovic, and what a mediocre performance once again. A lot of chances, but Kalinic cannot finish for the life of him, and he still started.
Maybe not a mediocre performance, but mediocre finishing from Kalinic. Yes, I give him a lot of credit to. A person like him, if he was at Fiorentina, he probably would have finished half those chances, but he didn't. Andre Silva, on the other hand, too, still the same thing. They had so many. There was no reason for them not to take the win over there. The 3 points, Torino really didn't trouble at all.
I think they had a lot of chances. Milan really should have done better, but you can't keep using these excuses. I think that a lot of these better teams like Inter, who are doing much better, the difference, like we said in the past, is that they have a freaking goal scorer. They have Icardi, who could bang them in when they're not doing good.
Right.
Milan don't have it. Suso is a beast. I love the way he plays, but they need some consistency, and the results need to come now. It's taking a little bit too long. We're 14 games in. After the match, what he says, it's rinse and repeat stuff from him. Matteo Bonetti posted this on Twitter. We retweeted it. We made this graphic of what he said after the match, and it's like, when is it going to get to that point where you stop taking shit and you actually start doing something? And I feel like the actions are not there. The performance, you needed to win this match. I know how, Kalinic was booed off. Right? Montella says, I accept the boos because I get that they want to win at home. This season has been poor.
They're playing like a
How can you not be frustrated?
Of course, the fans are pissed, and they're playing like a mid-table team, but spending like one of the best teams in the world. Dude. How are they spending so much, and they can't even beat Torino? They had so many chances, they can't finish.
How hilarious was it, Mihalovic? What Mihalovic said after the match, that they're direct rivals. I know a lot. I think it as a shot. I think it was like, against his former team, like, yo, I wasn't the only reason why, Milan wasn't doing good. They're still not doing good.
He's an edgy person, so I think it maybe did gear towards that.
Let's move on to some drama in the Serie A, as we love the drama. Unfortunately, it comes through some VAR, but Lazio Fiorentina 1-1 draw. A match that, in my opinion, as weird as the second goal came, for the tying goal from Fiorentina in the last seconds with VAR, was it a penalty, was it not? We'll get to that. I think that a draw was credited to Fiorentina. I thought they were playing, I thought they matched Lazio, and I think they deserved the draw.
Fiorentina had chances. They didn't score upon them, but they did get a little lucky the last
It's controversial. Luis Alberto, number one, is a beast. We're forgetting who Keita Balde was.
That's true.
But VAR, was it a penalty? So, Simone Inzaghi was pissed. You're saying straight away, right when you saw it, you said penalty. Me, I was a little bit on the fence because I don't know if his foot was there first. It did look like there was contact. We actually showed it to another one of our friends, and he says no. Simone Inzaghi, after the match, said, I've seen the replay 20 times, and I don't see how this could be given. Lazio's director, Tade, was pissed too. He said, what the hell were you looking at, to the referee after the match? Again, tensions are high because you gave it in the 91st minute, and that was the goal that gave Fiorentina the tie, and Lazio lost crucial points at home.
But even though it wasn't intentional, he did manage to hit his calf first, so it ended up being a penalty. It looked like he wanted to clear the ball, but I still think at the end of the day, it was a penalty. And I didn't want Lazio to drop points because they're having an amazing season.
Let us know, guys.
Unfortunately, it was.
What did you think? Was it a penalty? Was it not? Also, Nani out injured for 3 to 4 weeks at this point. Another game, Udinese lost 1-0 to Napoli. A match where Napoli were pretty lucky in this one.
They were.
Udinese was actually fighting under new coach Massimo Oddo. We know Del Neri is out. Napoli in. Jorginho missed from the spot. He ended up putting it in the back of the net. A penalty, which could have been double because he literally fouled 2 players. I don't remember who gave the penalty.
Yes.
Might have been Adnan or something like that. Anyway, fouled 2 players. Definitely a penalty call. Napoli pretty lucky, and Insigne after the match also talked upon this. Napoli got the job done. They're doing what they've lacked in the years, which we keep saying. Just, they don't need to play great. You need to win. And at the end of the day, they won, and 1-0, and again, they're going on top. No, what can I say?
This
They're
shows,
still unbeaten. They are still unbeaten.
We've been saying the same thing about Napoli from last season. The thing that changes, they're winning the games that maybe they're not even supposed to. They're getting those ugly wins, how Juve wins, and they're really becoming, they're cementing that top team in Italy that they're becoming.
Yeah.
Because it was...
Genoa 1-1 against Roma. This match, another one with so much drama in it. First of all, El Shaarawy, credit to you. Beautiful goal. Love that pass from Florenzi. Anytime I get to praise Florenzi, I will, because I absolutely love Alessandro De Rossi. Dude.
What are we going to say with this guy?
I was dying.
Mike, you didn't expect this.
Mike, I was laying down on my couch, right? Because it was an early game for us over here. I couldn't stop laughing.
It wasn't even
De
funny.
Rossi slapped Lapadula in the face.
Completely, he wanted to do it.
Dude, okay, the funniest thing is go watch De Rossi's face when they were checking VAR. He's like, shit, I'm not playing in 1990 anymore, Serie A in the 90s. I can't get away with this bullshit. I feel like he's like, damn cameras. Like, he's such like an old soul.
You
know what I'm
expect that
saying?
from like maybe a young guy that came from the Primavera. He gets angry. But for De
No,
Rossi,
I expect that from De Rossi.
You're Captain De Rossi doing something immature, costing your team 2 points over here, an important 2 points, and they lose some points. They're losing some ground against Napoli and Juventus and Inter, which is disrespectful.
Obviously, it was a 1-1, so it takes away how funny it was because Roma dropped points.
Exactly.
But Genoa, such a weak team. Yeah, they are at the Marassi where they're good.
Fighting to stay in the Serie A. How do you not pick up the 3 points? That's a freebie right there.
What's so weird is that they actually, Genoa, after they scored 1-1, they almost scored 2-1.
Lapadula,
they
right?
Were really close. Juve 3-0 beatdown to Crotone at home. New formation, how it is. First time for Juventus, look very good. 3-4-2-1 formation. Michael was not here. He was at Greek church because he's got a new little baby in the family and he had to go take care of her. Yeah. Marchisio makes such a big difference. It's honestly incredible. De Sciglio scored a goal in this one.
That was a nice goal.
Dude, your face when you saw that De Sciglio scored was priceless.
I didn't realize that was his first goal ever in the Serie A, which is that was kind of impressive. That was
he's at Milan, and now he comes to Juve, scores second game, right? I think his second game for Juve, and he scored on his game back. What a beautiful goal. He even said after the match, he's like, I don't even know how to celebrate goals because I don't do this often. I don't score professionally. So yeah, it's his first professional goal. Even Buffon went over and celebrated with him. I like the way the 3-4-2-1 gives Juventus more composure in the back and also helps the attackers play a little bit better. I think everyone's in a better position. Douglas Costa on the ball, very good. And Allegri, after the game, they asked him, obviously, 3-0 win over Crotone, but Napoli are still ahead of them, and Inter did win yesterday, which we'll talk about next. He said, again, right now, being a point behind or ahead does not matter. It's all about being with the top teams come March, because, of course, we've got the epic showdown on Friday between Juventus and Napoli. So, Juve fans, let us know what you think about that one. Cagliari, killer from Mauro Icardi. 15 goals in 14 games, Mike. How good is Mauro Icardi?
Icardi's a beast. Right now, he's tied with Immobile on top of the charts.
I don't remember the word that Matteo Bonetti used when commentating him.
The janitor.
The janitor.
Cleans up their performances.
Because he cleans it up. And I think that's a perfect way to describe Icardi. Who cares how his goals are? I know a lot of people criticize him because they're tap-ins, this and that. He gets them in the big games. He gets them when it matters. Even though Cagliari, I got to give credit to Cagliari because Cagliari were killing it. They were unlucky to be down. Cagliari were playing amazing in the beginning of the match. Pavoletti had a fantastic chance. They got back into this one a little bit where they had some momentum. But Inter, who keep getting called lucky, I can't stand that they're called lucky. It's really bothering me because I don't think they're lucky. They're doing it consistently. They are unbeaten in the Serie A. They're not lucky. I keep getting into this argument with people, and I know a lot of people in the comment section keep saying Inter are lucky. I don't think Inter are lucky. I think that Inter are efficient. That is the best way to describe this Inter side. We've said it before. We'll say it again, and I know I'll be saying it in the future. Inter are effective. Do not take anything away from them. Where they were a few months ago, or even a year ago, we should say, they're much higher up.
Pavoletti did score, making it 2-1, making it a little bit more interesting. But at the end of the day, Icardi did score his double at the end, making it 3-1.
Another last one that we'll talk about, surprising one this weekend. Bologna 3-0 to Sampdoria. A Sampdoria who put 3 past Juventus last week. Couldn't even put 1 past Bologna, who actually jumped up to 8th place with this one.
I want to talk about the VAR against Torosides. Torosides got his second yellow and he got sent off. They didn't call VAR for that. And who's the one that got tripped up?
I think it was Zapata.
Yeah, it was probably Zapata on that one. He looked like he tripped on himself. Poor Torosides got his second yellow. He's going to miss next match on this. If you're going to call VAR for some, call VAR for all, or it's not worth it.
I agree with you that VAR should be used. I don't know if this case it was like that. I mean, to me, it looked like a yellow card. I know you saw the replays. You had your little angles. You put your glasses on, bro, to make sure.
Card.
But I think that in a lot of other games, too, VAR needs to be used in a better way. But anyway, some other news. Sassuolo sacked Bucchi after their loss, and they're now getting Iachini. I'm not sure if it's confirmed yet, but that's happening. Let's do top social, some best videos from the weekend. So Icardi went to Florence where they're having this marathon, and this guy was running the marathon. So Icardi went on his knees, kissed his hand. Beautiful video. Bari versus Foggia. 30,000 fans at a Serie B derby. Absolutely beautiful to see. That gets a lot more than some Serie A games. And my favorite one, Belotti kissing Bonucci's son and giving him his jersey after the Torino match. We'll talk about also the top goal scorers. Immobile and Icardi top it with 15 goals. Immobile does have 6 from the spot, 4 from the spot for Icardi, and Dybala's on 12, but only has 1 goal from the spot. So if we took him away, we know who would be the top goal scorer, but Dybala does miss a lot of penalties. And as far as the Serie A table, Mike, give us your quick thoughts.
The Serie A table. I want to look at the relegation battle. Relegation battle's looking better than the top 5 for me, to be honest. You got Benevento 0 points. Move on from them. Hellas Verona 9 points. Spal 10 points. Genoa 10 points. Sassuolo 11 points. Crotone 12 points. And Udine 12 points. They're all so tight there. I really wonder who's going to go to Serie B. We all know Benevento's going, but the remaining 2, I wonder what's going to happen.
And at the top of the table, we do have Napoli 38 points, Inter 36, Juve 34, and Roma with 31. But Roma still have a game in hand, and a lot of those teams in the middle have a game in hand. Roma, Lazio, and Sampdoria. Milan on 7th place, tied for 7th place with Kiev, Verona, Bologna, and AC Milan.
Jesus.
We should never have to see Milan that low.
What a joke, especially spending over 200 million.
That is the way that it goes. Next week, we've got a fire show. We've got good action in the Serie A coming up between Juventus and Napoli, but we'll take more time to talk about that. Now, we want to hear from you. You guys listen to us. Now, down below, let us know your thoughts on all of the matches. Let us know on what we need to add to our setup, if you like this better, if we should move back over there. And we might have some pretty cool news launching soon. A lot has been happening from IFTV off the scenes, but we haven't gotten to it. Mike, we didn't even drink from our coffee yet. But anyway, guys, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao, guys.